3 minutes of anguish on my behalf, riding my bicycle into that thicket, will turn into years and years of comedy excellence.
Yes.
Oh, someone even did a drawing, I believe, on Twitter.
I saw that. Yes, I saw that.
Pulling your giant jingle balls out of a thicket. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
accurate,
welcome, America.
Accurate.
You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Those are our royal jewels, America. Okay.
Yes.
That bit deserves a Marconi.
Okay.
And it could have been more embarrassing. I mean, Blue in Memphis drew me with just regular street clothes on, like pants and a shirt.
That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. You're a real cyclist. Yeah, you were wearing the requisite amount of spandex, as I am today.
Exactly right. Yeah.
Right.
So, but you know what? It's nice to have a change up once in a while and wear street clothes on a bicycle.
There you go.
And that may have been why I crashed. I don't know.
All right. So the Joe Biden we just played, our economic plan is working. You just said fact check true. Yeah, and I was saying, as usual, I don't see any coverage. Do you? Where's all the shots of the gas pumps and inflation coming down? Blah blah blah. We knew this was going to happen after the election, right?
Oh yes, of course. Yeah, this was the plan all along. The plan was to get a Republican Congress. I mean, this is the idea of it. So what you do is you jack up inflation, jack up gas prices, stir up inflation, and make sure that people are blaming the Democrats and Joe Biden, and therefore going into polling places and electing Republicans. And therefore, with a Republican Congress, chances are they will renew the Donald Trump tax cuts, which are due to expire. And so that didn't work out, did it?
No.
Yeah.
No.
But so now that the election is over, we're seeing everything correcting, which is illustrating that this was artificial in the first place. It was artificial to generate votes for Republicans. And so here's full proof. It's returning to normal now.
You know what I love about you, Bob, is you're a big man. Not just the part that I pulled out of the thicket, but you tweeted, okay, this is awkward. I deleted my Marjorie Taylor Greene tweet because I looked it up, and yes, Target does in fact sell adult toys, but no, it's not the end of civilization as we know it. Anyone can buy these items online, and Marjorie Taylor Greene is still a shrieking eel. Okay. So
Ooh, an eel.
Yeah, well, that's a Princess Bride reference.
Okay.
One of the things that they have to defeat or get past is the shrieking eels.
Okay.
And Marjorie Taylor Greene happens to be one of those shrieking eels. But that was one of those things where Marjorie Taylor Greene said something, and shocking that we would assume that it was a lie.
right.
She was saying it before a gathering of the young Republicans. So we're talking about a group of high school kids, essentially. And so here's what we're going to talk about in front of this group of young Republicans. The fact that they sell adult toys at Target and CVS. Mm-hmm. And I assumed she was just making it up. And then so I tweeted something along the lines of, oh, well, she's making that up, along with all of these other Republican myths, selling aborted fetus parts on the black market and so on, all made up stuff. And so, but then I made the mistake of going and checking it out. Well, you know what? Actually, not a mistake. I'm going to stand by the fact that I actually I did some research.
You did? Yes. That's what that was.
And I went to
That's how you came across Hunter Biden's junk, I'm told.
I'm doing the hard work, looking up Hunter Biden's D-pics.
Yeah, and can we just say we're the ones that have the big D energy? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right. Looking up, going to the Target website. Now I'm going to be fed all of this spam for sex toys from now on. Facebook is going to serve up all
penis
of these
enlargement
vibrator
pills
ads.
forever for you, Bob.
I would actually question.
I went to Target and looked up adult toys, and there they were. I mean, we're not talking about the same things that you would find in like a porn store. No. We're not talking about like anatomically correct.
Yeah.
I don't know what we can say.
I would go to adamandeve.com and type in Stephanie if I were you. But yes, Bob, go ahead. Your point is...
is that your promo code?
Yes.
Promo code Stephanie?
Yes.
And so, but they did have vibrators and interesting things that you can have some fun with at Target. And I also noticed that they are in stock in my local Target store.
Yeah.
And so I had to go back, delete the tweet, and say, I screwed up. They actually do sell the sex toys at Target. And I didn't look up CVS, though.
There is somebody right now going, I would like this Mizrahi sweater and a strap-on. Okay.
Exactly right. I mean, but who knew? Who knew that they would expand into that territory? Yeah.
Okay. By the way, I always like to take your temperature about Twitter. You said he paid $44 billion to become the world's most ridiculous discussion forum administrator. And you just said Elon's position on viruses, civil rights, inclusiveness, empathy equals a virus we must defeat or else, and equals an actual virus that we shouldn't bother to defeat because something Fauci. Yes, that pretty much sums up his ridiculousness.
Yeah. I'm utterly baffled by this guy. Other than maybe the analysis that he's just an agent of chaos who has been put up to this to either drive away all the normals from this platform and have this immense communications platform, leave it all to the crazy people, red hats, QAnon,
right,
so on. Or is he just like doing a Brewster's Millions producers kind of thing here where he's deliberately destroying it? $44 billion, and he keeps stepping on all the rakes.
Yeah.
I don't understand. He all at once needs the advertisers, but yet he's doing all the things to drive advertisers away.
Right.
Disbanding the Trust and Safety Council, for example, driving away his legal team, not paying the rent on every single Twitter headquarters in the world as a cost-saving measure.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't know you could actually do that.
Well, you said if you have a legacy blue check like I do, it looks like we'll lose our verified status in a few months. I intend to stick around, but by the time my badge disappears, I'll be spending more and more time elsewhere. F this guy and F his chaos addiction. As you know, freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. I never had a blue check mark, so nothing ever changes for me. But go ahead.
Honestly, the only reason I have one is because I lucked into that window of time, I don't know when it was, where they actually had a page that you could, like Instagram or Facebook, where you could go in and sign up and see if you could get one, see if you could qualify for one. And so I submitted driver's license and colon X-rays and whatever else they required.
Oh, is that what
was I the only one who had to send in colon X-rays?
Yes.
Was that just me?
Apparently.
No, they asked for one from Stephanie, and Stephanie refused, so that's why she never got it.
I beg your pardon.
Okay, so Stephanie,
What's
you
up
have
your
more
ass?
integrity than I do.
Yeah.
I just willingly was like, oh, colon X-rays. Okay, here you go, Jack Dorsey.
I didn't want to do the prep.
But you know what? Speaking of that, it just occurred to me that everyone who applied for a blue check using their driver's license, Elon Musk, the craziest billionaire in the history of crazy billionaires, now has copies of all of our IDs. So sleep tight, America. But that's the only reason I got it. I just happened to stumble on the application page before they took it down.
Yeah.
So that's essentially it. But
somebody here at Stephanie Miller International must have missed that back when we first got on Twitter. I don't know what happened with that.
Yeah, someone told me. Kimberly Johnson told me.
Yes.
And so that's how it happened. But this is an important thing for identity verification. Once again, Elon Musk is monkeying around with the verification system, even though this is one of those things where I don't understand what the hell he's doing. Even though he just went through a whole thing where when he was monkeying around with it for the first time, people were using his name and pretending they were Elon Musk. And so proving the need for having those verification badges.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the hell he's doing. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Someone needs to look. I mean, seriously, someone needs to look into what is happening there and why. I mean, the why is the big concern, I think.
Yeah. So speaking of taking your temperature on Trump indictments, or is he really running? I know Michael Cohen said he's not really running. He has no campaign manager. He just thinks this will protect him, which it won't. What is your? I'm taking your Jack Smith temperature this morning.
I'm saying any minute now. Yeah. I mean, literally, it could happen 2 minutes after we stop talking here. I mean, it could happen at any moment because it's me. That's what you.
I was going to say, if Stephanie Miller Vacation Lore has anything to do, it will be at 12 noon Eastern this Friday.
That's one of the body fluids that we've ended up exchanging, Stephanie.
When you are taping your show, and when you finish taping and I get off the air live, that's when it will be.
It's invariable. Happens every time. So, like this afternoon, I'm talking to Donna Halper, the great Donna Halper, who discovered Rush, who's professor of communications. As soon as I'm done talking with her, that's when the indictments are going to be handed down. But I'm still feeling pretty confident, honestly, about that happening. With it probably within a month or so. I think that's what Preet Bharara predicted.
Yeah.
So I hope he's right about that, because I'm starting to run out of patience. I've tried to be patient and understand the long view of history here that Jack Smith and Merrick Garland have to be mindful of.
Well, you look at Peru and Germany, and you're like, oh, right, they do it right away. They arrest them right away. They try to overthrow the government. Yeah.
Although they have a slightly different system, and in our defense, we did start arresting insurrectionists almost right away. As soon as the Department of Justice was geared up to do it, that's when that officially started. So I'm not overly concerned about that. It's just a matter of indicting an ex-president while you're an appointee, from a president who's of the opposite party. So this is an historical first. And so in that regard, I guess they need to be extra careful to establish the system for this, establish the rules and traditions for how this sort of thing gets done. So that's why I'm kind of tempering my impatience with this.
Before the entire White House is sucked into the demonic portal that Roger Stone claims is right above the White House. I saved the biggest story for last here. Here he is, Roger Stone. Take a listen. Mm-hmm. Yeah, here we go. Roger Stone.
I think that there has that a portal, a demonic portal, opened above the White House around the time that the Bidens moved in.
Okay.
This was brought to my attention by a Christian who lives in North Florida, who sent me a bunch of photographs and a bunch of documents, and also some notations in the Bible about portals. And I was like, okay, sure, okay, appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, I mean, you should start out by being skeptical and saying that sounds insane to me.
Exactly.
Really?
Who was that guy?
Who was that said we should be skeptical? Why would we be skeptical?
The host of the podcast that Roger Stone was on.
Okay. All right. Bob, but wait, Bob, there's more.
Good Lord.
Hang on.
Maybe there's a logical. So I called the police officer I know.
Okay.
Who works in Arlington. It's a friend of mine, and I said, look, do me a favor. Would you go down and check this out?
Yeah, check it out.
He said, are you out of your mind? I said, no, just humor me. Just humor me.
Just
go down there and check it out and tell me call me back and tell me what you see.
Right.
And take photos.
Okay.
And he called me back about 2.5 hours later and he said, you're not going to believe this, but there's definitely something there. And it's there. He said, other people were there photographing it.
Okay, Bob, this is the America we find ourselves in. Wait, hang on. There's one last one, and then we'll get your...
He was a White House advisor.
Yeah.
I wonder what
One
this cop that
man
he knows.
called and said, you can see it day or night. It's
day
like
or
a
night.
smudge in the sky. It almost looks like a cloud that doesn't move. But when you zoom in on it with a telephonic lens, it's swirling like a cauldron.
Now, wait a minute. So this is like, what, 8 months ago?
Yes.
Okay. So this is a cop
Yes.
telling you that he doesn't know what the heck it is, but
it's something.
But there's something there.
Correct. And therefore,
has this persisted?
Yes, it's still there.
It's still there.
It's still there.
Okay, that's nuts. Like, how has the media not covered this?
Well,
Oh, my
the
God.
media doesn't cover a lot of things that are true.
So, Bob,
Yeah.
now, has he been on Alex Jones to talk about how this would affect the tiny airplanes that push weather around, or the lizard people or
He
Raytheon?
was a White House advisor.
Yeah, that's right. I was just going to say, we've been warning people about Alex Jones for years and years and years. I remember, Stephanie, you and I sitting in Kona, Hawaii, like, I don't know, 15 years ago, talking about Alex Jones and how this is, I don't know, we got to keep an eye on this guy. And here we are, the Republican Party has become the party of Alex Jones. It's anti-vax Ron DeSantis. It's a demonic portal above the White House, Roger Stone.
Yes.
I mean, you could do this all day. The Republican Party has just lost its GD mind.
When they interview Roger Stone, he has a Goldwater Miller poster in his apartment behind him.
Yep.
I'm just running. If you ran this up my dad's flagpole, what do you think about this thing that's happened to
Insane
his
is what
party?
he thinks.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm absolutely certain of it. And then, like Lauren Boebert yesterday was doing some remarks somewhere about how, this is an impeachable offense, the fact that the Department of Homeland Security under Secretary Mayorkas has seized a record amount of fentanyl at the border, and for this, he must be impeached.
Oh, dear Jesus. Okay.
That makes no sense to
All
me
right.
either.